Welcome to Sportsnstogies. Now, introducing your hosts, Cameron Winkowitz and Austin Hayes.
So glad to finally have these webcams set up. Now we got them both in, tripods locked, studio reorganized.
I see you didn't do the HGTV
Yeah,
we
I kind
were
of forgot
talking
about the nice black cubby renovation.
But we're getting there.
Just one small kink.
Yeah, our laptop died.
Yeah, that's a king for sure.
It didn't really die. Never came on in the first place.
It died peacefully in its sleep. It's like the best way to go.
Yeah.
Natural causes.
True. Yeah.
Thank God. And you might recognize an old familiar voice for the first time in probably 3-4 months here.
Something like that. It's been a while.
Good old Pinecone.
Yes, sir.
Honeymoon.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Nah, he's feeling pretty Pinecone-y today.
Am I?
Is that a fact?
I think they're out of the honeymoon.
Ooh.
I don't think. I mean, shit's still going pretty good. So
Well, it's not like when you're not in the honeymoon phase, it's just you're miserable. It's not really how that works.
I mean, that's how it last. The last time, that's how that worked.
Either way, the
Was
artist.
there really ever a honeymoon phase?
With the last one,
Be
maybe
honest.
maybe for like a week.
There has to be always. Every relationship
Yeah.
has at least one
Eh,
for a week or two.
Yeah.
it was like it was a short one.
And it really wasn't even that good.
No.
Never reached that intensity level.
Did you ever even really get the meter?
Yeah, we had a game night,
Yeah.
and she cried in her room
The entire time.
While we played,
Yeah.
we played games.
We did have a good time without her.
We
That
had a
was
great time, dude.
Yeah.
That was the true honeymoon phase. Really.
Yeah, just having Cam and Shaylee come and sit in a house and play a board game.
Now, do you want to fill us in on what's kind of been going on the past couple months? Anything you want to put on show? Because one thing was kind of sports related.
It is sports related.
And I think it's a good story.
You're not
I
an
mean-
athlete anymore, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, was he ever an athlete in the first place?
We hit me a lighter.
technically, yeah. But hey, your boy blew his ACL out, or at least
What exactly
suspected.
were you doing?
I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, I can't really work fire right now, so I have to go get an MRI on it and probably surgery, which is cool. Not really.
Yeah, we're talking some serious recovery time there.
Yeah.
If it's full blown.
Yeah, if it's a full-blown tear, it's either ACL or MCL is what they're saying. But I didn't have the insurance to get an MRI until literally like today.
So now that you're full time at Best Buy, you get insurance through them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and then
When's your doctor's appointment?
my insurance, like I just filed the paperwork for it today, so
Gotcha.
whenever I get the card, I'll make the appointment. But that's basically what's been going on with me.
We talking wild pain?
Like
Like you're walking clearly, so it can't be super bad.
it's more so like just not stable. So like when I take a step,
Kind of walking.
when I
Yeah,
I'm saying he doesn't have crutches, so he's getting around.
yeah, like when I take a step, my knee like feels like it wants to bend backwards now.
Ah,
Yeah.
He also hasn't been to the doctor because he has no insurance.
Correct.
So he's not going to have crutches.
Well, she told
everybody
me
knows a relative that has crutches, or you just find him in a parking lot
she
somewhere.
told me to buy a knee brace, so that's
So
what
he
I did.
doesn't wear.
I didn't wear it today. Today is the only day I haven't worn it. But
But it's feeling nice and loose today?
it was feeling all right when I woke up. It really
It's pretty loose.
Probably because you were wearing the brace.
No, it didn't hurt that bad when I woke up, and I was in a rush, so I just kind of like walked out without it. You know?
Did this all stem from playing Snake in the Hole, whatever game you fucking used to play that you told that story
Dude, when I
about?
broke my arm.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
dude, no, not that game.
You
I
stuck your
learned
leg
my
in the
lesson.
hole.
Is that what the game was called?
It was
Something like that.
put your foot in the snake hole.
Very
Well,
eloquently
it's actually
put.
put your hand in the snake hole.
No, it was put your foot.
Oh.
Because I
you
put
just-
my foot in it, and then
Oh,
when we
tripped.
went and shoved each other out, you'd fall down, and I fell down and broke my wrist, or technically like my forearm.
I thought you would have learned your lesson.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
oblique.
Shut the fuck up.
Also, one of the worst injuries to have.
Yeah.
Well, either way, glad you're back in before the playoffs end. Definitely want your incredible basketball takes there.
Hey, dude, we might watch me hit a 20-leg parlay live on the show,
If it goes to OT.
or barely miss it. The only thing I really need to go to OT for now, after the Luka catch up, is cat points and rebounds.
So basically, you've completely fallen into degenerate gambling.
Oh, absolutely. It's like every excuse that
But
I
he's
have.
only doing like $3.
I mean, that's the best way to do it,
It
honestly.
is, so it's
Yeah.
not completely degenerate.
Yeah, you're not signing
Well-
your entire life away.
No, I threw like $100 on Jose Aldo to win, so that worked.
Worked out well, yeah.
I knew, dude. Him being the dog in that was crazy.
Especially being in Brazil.
Yeah, in Brazil, a plus 150 dog. Like, why would I not take that? Like, Schaff put 250 on him and walked away with like 600 and something, and then he just threw it all away.
That's your biggest win so far?
Biggest bet that I placed. I think my biggest win. That might be my biggest win. Yeah, because most of my like plus 1,000 parlays don't hit.
That's why they're plus 1,000.
Yeah, this one might though. I need. Cat's honestly caught up too. He's at 24 out of 28. So I need 1 Mike Conley 3, 4 Anthony Edwards points.
Did Mike Conley get his assists?
No, I need 2 of those.
Mm.
That's the big thing now.
You
Cat's
know,
gonna hit his.
Crazier things have happened.
Yeah. Like Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert on a pick and roll? Maybe. Maybe.
It's your best bet, probably.
Yeah. Or like no. That really is my only bet. Is
Or maybe Mike Conley and Cat on a pick and pop.
it could go to OT, dude. It's 104, 102. 1 minute left.
I'd hate to go to OT and then you still don't hit.
Yeah, if it goes to OT and I still don't hit it, it wasn't meant to be.
Well, on that note, go ahead and pull up that chair
Pour up that drink.
And light that cigar.
because it's time for episode 85 of Sports and Stogies. Cam.
Welcome back, everybody. We got another electric episode here. As you can tell, Pinecone Honeymoon Shane is back in the house.
Hasn't missed a step.
Hasn't missed a step. We've been correcting him on his takes since we got in here during the outlining phase. Everything,
I feel like
he's starting to fool us, I think.
Right back in character.
No, I've
exactly.
I've had a lot of good takes, just not sports related.
Right back in character.
No, I had a lot of amazing takes, just not pertaining to the topics here.
Well, those are kind of the most important ones, given that we are a sports show.
Yeah, but we had some conversations.
You're throwing some ideas out there.
Yeah.
You're being a pitch man.
Exactly.
Need polished. They need some work. They weren't well thought,
It's the first draft, you know.
but
I'd say that we definitely fine-tuned that first draft.
definitely improvements to be made. Well, I do have my pipe, and it was in my truck.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, as soon as you left. I think as soon
Yeah.
as you got home last week. Like, yeah, I was on the truck.
Yeah, it was in my truck. And tonight I have some Peterson Standard Mix.
It smells like barbecue.
Dude,
Straight
it
up.
tastes like barbecue. So this is a balanced blend of Virginia and Turkish tobaccos with fine, rich flavor. Very mesquite, smoky, barbecue-esque, meaty. Similar to the crumble cake, just not as many sweet notes in this one.
Yeah, definitely. I got nothing sweet on the nose, at least.
But
if I went in blind and you told me you had a plate of barbecue in front of me, I would have totally believed it.
yeah, very tasty.
I've got the Rojas Unfinished Business, a 6x50 Toro with an Ecuadorian Sumatran wrapper, Nicaraguan binders, and Nicaraguan and Mexican fillers. So far, excellent burn. Nice, easy draw. Rojas, of course, does the street taco, which has
Oh,
that
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I
Like,
thought that sounded familiar.
I remember
so
that.
this one's not quite as the
Wild.
Tabasco pepper forward, but definitely
Sure.
spicy. Tobacco, leather, and a slight bit of dark chocolate at the end. Shane back in with a big time vape, naturally.
What you got?
Dude, what do you think I got?
What
What do I always have?
I'm gonna go like some kind of cotton candy.
No.
I don't know. I think it's like minty usually.
Yeah.
Some sort of mint.
Mint menthol. I believe that's
So an adult flavor, at
yeah,
least.
yeah. Dude, I'll be honest. Some of the dudes at work have like the fruity ones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of nice. I'll be honest.
They're all delicious, though.
They're really good.
You can't hate on them.
Scrumdiddlyumptious, some would say.
Um,
Some would also say that they're like that.
I think David has this one that tastes like Skittles. Dude, it's
Ooh,
good. It's good.
Skittles. I haven't had a pack of Skittles in a long time.
Neither have I. And then I went back there today and I hit it and I was like,
Even like original Skittles, like even the last Skittles I had were wild berry.
I never messed
Those
with
do
like
slap,
the
though.
the little like what even are they, like different flavor variety packs or whatever. I never messed with those. I was always original.
Well,
I tried the sour ones actually. The sour ones were good.
Sour ones I don't care for.
I liked them.
To me, it doesn't belong. A sour doesn't belong in a Skittle.
It doesn't?
Because when you put it in your mouth and then it's like gritty on your teeth, I don't like that texture. Like, it makes me physically cringe. Like, it's similar to like scraping your fingernail on a tech deck.
Don't say that.
Like, that's how my teeth feel when I eat a sour Skittle.
I understand that, but don't say that out loud. I don't like that feeling.
Neither do I. That's why I'm saying I don't like sour Skittles. But maybe I just ruined sour Skittles for you.
I
so
think
you're
you
welcome.
did. I think you did. And it looks like it's probably not going to overtime. So
We'll get there when we cover the NBA.
I'm just glad we have one person live watching because I can't live watch while I'm doing the show. I can't do anything like that.
Neither can
I have my notes pulled up, the actual paperwork pulled up, so there's no way I could follow a game right now. But I also don't have a 20-leg parlay going on it, so
4-point game with 15 seconds.
Yeah, I can't believe you put this month's rent on that.
Yeah, $3.
ballsy, man. Got to go for it. We have one fan question tonight, courtesy of the great Uncle Sean. And we'll go to Shane first because I don't think he still understands the question yet. And I'll read it directly from the email instead of just what I wrote down so you can fully understand Shane's thought process. Following the Twin center fielder's one-out blunder this week, what's the worst sports blooper? What's the funniest? What's the most impactful on the game? So Shane heard that question and ran with it. A few different directions, which we kind of try to put him back on track, but what do we got?
I scraped a lot of it. I just said J.R. Smith. And I couldn't think of two other ones because they got shot down.
J.R. Smith just being a walking blooper.
No, dude. When he thought that he was up, and they were not.
This is what, 2018?
17?
17, I think. Yeah. 2017, he thought they were up, and they weren't. And then you got that picture of LeBron looking at him with his arms out like, go. And he was J.R. Smith.
Exactly.
So, you know what? That's funny. It
Yeah.
impacted the game.
It did.
And it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
In this situation especially.
Yeah.
And some would say it's a blooper.
Some would say. I guess that technically qualifies.
I think so.
I got 3.
I have 2. And I will say one of them you said scratch it, but it is a blooper. And it did impact the game. Paul Pierce shitting his pants.
Which has now since been confirmed.
It has been. It did impact the game because he then was not on the court. And eventually he came back,
After he wiped.
but in a new uniform.
Of course.
And that's hilarious. That's got to be the funniest blooper.
Top of my head, that's tough to beat.
Then the other one, an unconfirmed blooper.
Allegedly.
Jason Kidd spilling his coffee because a player had bumped into him. They just happened to be out of timeouts. Some say it was planned. The Kid Master says that's not the case.
I don't think based on his coaching that he's smart enough to pull that move off.
Agreed.
So I think it's definitely just a blooper. And he got ran into and dropped the coffee.
And you get your 8th timeout or 7th timeout or I forget. I always forget. It's either 7 timeouts or 6 timeouts.
And I feel like it changes each year.
But those are 2 great bloopers.
My
and
first one
impacted the games.
Also timeout related. Chris Webber, the national title against Carolina. 2-point game, 10 seconds to go. Calls a timeout he didn't have. 2 free throws for Carolina. Hit them both. Tournament over. Similar to JR, you got to know the situation right there, man.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
And if you don't be the one calling timeout.
Correct.
You've got your floor general or your coach to make that decision for you.
Yeah.
Not a good look. I've got, of course, Bill Buckner in the 86 World Series. Ball right between the legs. Which technically was only Game 6. They would have had to win Game 7 too, but all-time error. And then I went a little unconventional with Jim Joyce, the first base umpire who missed the call to ruin Andres Galarraga's perfect game, or what would have been the 27th out. That's a tough one to get back from.
Yeah.
When everybody sees it happen. And, of course, he knew it post-game, and he's crying post-game. Feels terrible. At least he wasn't like Angel and just said, it was the right call. Owned it.
Yeah, that's nice.
But, man, for something that would have happened, I think for that point, the 28th time in history. It's a rough one.
Yep, definitely a ball they wish they could get back.
We did forget promo, which we always forget to do first.
We did. Shane. Go ahead and hit him with the Sports and Stogies promo.
Dude,
that a shot.
I'm the guest today. You guys got to take the promo.
We've actually been giving it to the guests to do promo lately.
Have you? Okay.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No.
Huh.
It's a little odd.
Okay, can you guys actually please do promo? There's
Go ahead and do promo.
Dude, there's 9 seconds left.
Yeah, but we're
my
doing a
God.
podcast now.
I'm live watching.
No,
Yeah,
we're hosting.
We're doing a podcast now.
Okay.
So go ahead and do the promo.
All right.
Just give us one thing at least.
You know where to find us. It's at Sports and Stogies on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, anywhere you listen to podcasts. That is Apple Music. Is Google Podcasts still a thing? Amazon Podcasts.
Allegedly.
That is officially dead. I got the email today.
Okay.
Cool. Amazon Podcasts, YouTube Music, and should be it.
Spotify.
Spotify. I thought I said that one already.
Yeah.
And of course, sportsnstogies@gmail.com for all your fan questions, which you can also send through social media manager, Mr. Stevie Bocock.
Exactly. And also Simplecast to listen to the podcast.
And then, Shane, if you can take over the old ad read card, just like old times.
Yeah, we just straight up read them now. It's not a bit anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's two guys. It's tough to do the same bit every week, back and forth.
That's true. We are sponsored by a certified personal trainer, Evan Keaton. If you want to get in contact with him, his email address is allthingsfitness15@gmail.com, cell phone 937-308-6324, and all information you will need is on his website at allthingsfit.org.
Including fitness videos,
Oh, yeah.
potentially.
Still possibly my favorite Shane moment on the show all time.
That was a good one.
It was solid.
But yes, that is
Wow.
ACE certified Evan Keaton.
Now we can go to NFL, which there's a couple quick things to go over here.
Two legends of the game. Should be first ballot Hall of Famers.
David Johnson, Cardinal legend,
Best running back in the league for 1 year.
for 1 year, was the best back in the league. All pro, led the league in scrimmage yards and total touchdowns. Let's see, ran for just a hair under 1,300 with 16 touchdowns, 180 catches for 879 and 4 scores,
Some would say paved the way so Christian McCaffrey could run.
and then completely fell off the face of the earth after that year. Missed for injury, 2 more okay years in Arizona, and then after Houston, just nothing.
Did his utilization go down?
So again, missed 2017 due to injury. Only played 1 game. But coming back in 2018, only 35 less attempts on the ground.
Okay.
And
Probably nothing near the receiving game.
say 44 less targets, 30 less receptions.
Yeah,
So that
that's significant.
definitely took a dip there.
And then the next year, less than that,
Yeah,
for sure.
missed more time, only 94 attempts. I think by that point he was no longer starting.
Yeah.
I think James Conner came in. They were kind of still splitting a little bit. And then in Houston, just not utilized whatsoever. Devontae Parker,
Also, really good for 1 year.
I don't know about really good.
Maybe he was just a highlight machine.
Like Devontae in Miami had some decent, sneaky years, but he was never as good as prime David Johnson was. Pull up Football Reference real quick. But a sneaky, I think, like 11-year career.
9.
It is not given in 2015. Best year, he put up 1202 and 9 scores in 2019. Other than that, never eclipsed 800 for a year. But also never on like pass-heavy teams
True.
or good teams at that.
Also true.
Either way, the NFL world was very, very sad after losing those 2 players.
2 legends.
And then...
To retirement.
For now.
I mean, you made it sound like they were dead, but
You did make
did
it sound
just
like
retire.
they
Look,
died.
when's the last time you saw Devontae Parker?
like 2 weeks ago, actually.
Well, a lot can happen in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he told me about the retirement.
And we didn't break it.
He asked
Respectfully,
me. He asked
yeah.
me to keep it private.
I mean, that's his news to break, you know?
We got the full schedule releases out across the board. Only 2 teams are underdogs in all 17 games. You guys had guessed them earlier. The Panthers and the Patriots. which I think checks out. And then let's do a full schedule prediction. For my boys, I'm going 11-6. We should split with Philly.
One other thing before we get into that is the NFL announced it will be running a trial throughout the preseason for electronically measuring first downs.
I like that a lot, actually.
And it could sideline the chain gang once and for all.
Probably should have been done years ago. We've had the technology for it.
And I believe if it goes well during the preseason, they will have it approved.
Yeah, you got to get the ball rolling. If it goes great, you don't want to go back to playing a full season of with chain gang still.
Now, to the homers.
See, I think we definitely split with Philly, as usual. I think we'd lose probably to Baltimore, to Detroit, to San Fran. And then we have Houston and Cincy, which I think are coin flip games. But it's week 11 and week 14, so...
I'm not hearing any discussion about week 1.
Well, I was going to leave that for you when you started your thing.
I want to try and get tickets to it.
They are about $300 to get in.
Yeah.
Well, when me and Michaela looked at it, was like the day the schedule released, and I want to say they were only like $180. And I was like, we either buy them now or we're not buying them. So, I guess we're not buying them.
I wouldn't be shocked if we lose, especially being on the road. In the pound, week 1. Tough environment. Saints we beat. Giants we should beat twice. In Pittsburgh, could always be sneaky. I think we take that game, though. Should take Atlanta. Should definitely take Washington twice. Carolina, no problem. Tampa always gives us fits, but we're finally home against them. So, yeah, I think 11-6. Maybe 12-5 tops. Same old story in years past.
So that's right where I have the Browns as well. I think we lose our home opener. I think we win against Jacksonville in Jacksonville. I think we beat the Giants, beat the Raiders, beat the Commanders, lose to the Eagles, beat Cincy at home in Cleveland. The Ravens game at home, I'm kind of at a toss-up with, but that is the kickoff to our home stretch of 3 games and a bye week. So, I don't know. I would like to see us... I think we can beat the Ravens in Cleveland, but we lose to the Ravens in Baltimore. I think we can beat the Chargers in Cleveland. Then we go to bye. I think we could beat the Saints. I think we could beat the Steelers in Cleveland. I think we beat the Broncos. I think we lose to Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. I think we lose to Kansas City at home. I think we sweep Cincinnati. We've played them very, very well.
Yeah, kind of got their number.
And I think we split with the rest of the division.
I'm with that, yeah.
So, wishful thinking. It wouldn't shock me if we went 9-8. It wouldn't shock me if we went 8-9. But just looking at the paper of the schedule, it looks promising.
You also wouldn't be shocked if you win some of those games you have as losses. KC coming in,
Late, though.
I think that helps you guys out.
Yeah, but it's not late enough where...
They're not playing everybody.
Yeah, they'll it's around the time where it's like, oh, if they win this, they'll be the 1 seed. That kind of thing.
Yeah, Pittsburgh usually gets one of the games that they shouldn't. But you should have beat Baltimore last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think divisionally should be 1-1 across the board, except a sweep of Cincinnati.
Shane?
I could see us beating Philly.
Really?
I mean, Philly usually drops a few close games a year.
Yeah, but like then they go like 14-2.
Yeah, playing cupcakes.
I mean, yeah, but
And that one is in Cleveland or in Philly?
In Philly.
is it? I thought it was in Cleveland.
No, it's at Philly.
I wouldn't be so confident about the Bengals. I don't know how Joe Burrow's going to play with the wrist, but other than that,
I mean, we beat Joe. I don't think Joe Burrow's ever beat
Yeah,
Cleveland.
even fully healthy Burrow, I'm really not worried about.
So
I mean, he should keep it close.
yeah, but again, I don't think he's ever beat Cleveland.
Ever?
I don't think so.
There's no way he's never beat Cleveland.
I'm pretty sure that
Maybe
checks out.
once, but I don't think Joe Burrow's ever beat Cleveland.
Really? And then did you say that we
Split with the rest of the division.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Burrow is 1-5 now against Cleveland.
1-5. He's won one game against Cleveland.
Yeah, in 2022.
So, yeah.
Then I agree. I don't think we lose our home opener, though.
Dallas is just such a tough regular season team to play.
Especially week 1.
But I will say, the roster looks terrible.
I wouldn't say terrible. Definitely a step down.
Zeke is the premier back.
Yeah, that
going
can't.
into Cleveland.
There's no way that remains that way by the time we play that game.
Going into Cleveland, Zeke is your premier back.
If that does hold up, clear loss.
Run game out of the question.
You're getting 15 attempts a game tops. Even that's probably pushing it.
That's rough.
The more I think about it, that defense on the road with McCarthy, with potentially just Zeke at running back.
And Cleveland's defense at home.
That's what I'm saying. Having you guys at home is a whole different team. Fully healthy offense, Deshaun back there. Oh, man. I'm leaning more and more towards a loss.
It's a tough game.
It is. And TB12's debut.
Also true. And he does own the boys.
Oh, he owns everybody.
Nah, just the Cowboys.
Everybody.
Mainly just the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Maybe, the Bills and Dolphins.
Nah,
His whole
mainly,
division, the
mainly
Jets
just
especially.
maybe just the Cowboys.
Yeah, if hopefully it actually does come and own us. Don't go after the Raiders. Let's get Jerry out of there. Let Brady buy the team. And now we're talking. Maybe he comes back in and gets that shoulder loose again. The dude misses playing, clearly. I forget whose show he was on the other day.
I think
He's
once
like,
he's announcing, he'll be fine.
after that $500 million contract.
Yeah.
More than he ever made.
Or it could be he just back around the game and it makes him want to be back playing that much more.
Just makes the itch that much worse.
After 2 years off, hopefully that's enough to be like, I'm totally separated.
Oh, you're never separated.
Well, play, being a player at least.
But with having stake in the team now, it's way too much of a hassle to go back to playing anyways. So why go through all those hoops?
Well, NBA-wise, Shane, is your game over?
See that?
It
That's
is
why I
over.
said that. I was
What?
hoping you would run with it, and then you completely ruined it. Going through all those hoops.
I missed that
Oh,
one.
I
Now
know.
we're going
I
into the NBA.
I didn't pick up on that either.
Hoops. Come on, guys. I
So
know
did-
it's a little toasty in here.
Did you get the right hoops that you needed, Shane?
I didn't. Actually, specifically, Mike Conley didn't.
Well, you did have Dallas money line.
I had Dallas money line, and then I also in that bet I had Cat for 2 threes.
Oh,
Didn't happen.
okay.
So I lost $6 tonight. I can live with that.
Must
I
be
mean-
nice.
That's dinner money right there, dude. That's like 2 McDoubles.
Or 5 McChickens.
It's like 1.5 McDoubles in this economy, dude.
It's like 5 McChickens though. Still,
Is it still? I thought
Yeah.
they upped those to $2.
nah, they're like 129 or
They're
something.
holding up.
Okay.
McChicken's still the goat. Speaking of fast food, though, have you noticed that every Wendy's is having like no lettuce?
Yeah.
They must have had a big E. coli outbreak or something.
I don't understand what happened. I went 2 days ago with Michaela.
Sure.
No lettuce. at
Yeah.
all.
So
They had
I was out in Washington Courthouse.
Why were you in courthouse?
One of Shaylee's friends lives out there, so we went out there. No lettuce at that Wendy's. Guys at work, no lettuce at the Wendy's by work. No lettuce at the Wendy's by my house.
Just Wendy's or fast food across the board?
I've only seen it posted on Wendy's.
Because I would assume they probably all order from the same
Well, no,
distributor.
because Wendy's gets romaine. I think exclusively.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't had Wendy's in a while, so I haven't noticed, but that's a little concerning.
Yeah. Coli outbreak, I'm assuming.
I don't know what else it would be.
It just says we don't have lettuce at this time.
It's not like they just ran out of lettuce.
Yeah. Every Wendy's just ran out of lettuce.
Too
Nah,
coincidental.
there's got bad lettuce coming in, dude.
Must be.
I'll keep that in mind next time I figure out my
Wendy's.
fast food meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so to rewind the last round, are we shocked the Pacers took down New York?
No.
Not with the situation.
No, like with everyone injured, if they didn't take down the Knicks, there'd be a problem. And
And Brunson's out 6 to 8 weeks, so good thing they got taken down.
yeah, Josh Hart's out too.
And what a
OG
gamer, though.
was
Try
banged
to
up.
stay in.
OG was banged up. I mean, I think Mitch Robinson banged up.
I mean, he was gone in, game 2?
Yeah.
Hartenstein stepped up though.
He did, but he's no Mitchell Robinson.
No.
They still had no Bogdanovich, who I forgot was even a Nick, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
Exactly.
And the guys that weren't banged up are playing 46 minutes a game. So,
Yeah.
But I think the Knicks like next year, barring injuries, they're going to be crazy.
I feel like that's what we said about the Knicks last year.
here's a guy we also
And
didn't
the year
mention
before
there.
that.
They're better without Julius Randle.
They
Oh,
are
way better
way
without
better.
Julius Randle.
So you
They
move
s-
him, right?
Oh, you have to.
You try. You're not going to be able to.
I think you can move him. It's not going to be like for as much as you're paying, like for what
You're going to eat his
Yeah,
cost,
you're
though.
taking a loss.
you're taking a loss financially. But
Yeah,
if
nobody's
you-
going to take on that contract. So it doesn't really put you in a better situation.
No, but
Because you can just bench him and still pay him.
that's true. But they're so much better without.
Because you're not going to get anything for him. You're going
That's
to
what I'm
have to
saying.
give
Yeah,
him
you're
away.
taking a loss financially.
You have to
and
give him away and pay his
roster-wise.
salary.
I'm trying to think of a team that could use like a good forward.
Yeah, but he's not.
He's all right.
Yeah, but he's a terrible teammate.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
he
problem
is.
is talent-wise or not. I think mentality and teammate-wise, it's definitely not a guy you want in your locker room.
No.
Which is why it would suck to just have to keep him on the bench because he's going to be a cancer in the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah, they're at a loss with that one.
Dude, you could send him to basketball hell in Washington.
They would probably take him.
They probably would.
You throw Randall, Kuzma, and Jay Poole on the same team. Who's taking more shots? That's the question.
Well, what would they give up for him is a better question.
I don't even
I'm
know what
glad
they
you're
have.
back.
Because I never
Why?
thought about that.
Let's talk about Jordan Poole and his James Harden-esque year.
I don't want to talk about that.
Now, that was your bold prediction.
It was.
He definitely had a year for sure.
He did have a year in the
Yeah.
NBA.
He did play in the NBA this year.
He did take maybe similar shot attempts.
He did, and then he got benched. I didn't think he was that big of a fraud.
Literally the least efficient player in the entire league.
Yeah. Yeah, he was awful.
And I think Kuzma was like third.
Yeah. Dude, maybe Julius Randle for Kyle Kuzma straight up?
I don't think the Knicks want that.
Why would you want an inefficient forward again?
You're just getting a worse.
He literally
Julius
just
Randle.
told you that Kyle Kuzma was the third least efficient player in the NBA.
Yeah, but that's because he's taking way too many shots. Like Kyle Kuzma is like a fourth option.
Yeah, but that's not
Probably
going to
bad.
change. He's still, every time he touches the ball, he's going to shoot it.
That's true.
Now he'll feel even more obligated to because he is a fourth option.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to get for Randall, but they need
God,
to
I
move him.
missed you.
They need to move
Well,
him.
you know, my bold prediction hit. Kawhi did play
Leonard,
65 games.
Missed the playoffs, but
He did play those
Hey.
games.
I didn't factor that in. I said, just give me 65, baby. And yours was first team related, right?
yeah, so it
Which
was
just came out today.
Lillard first team, but there's no way. But Shai was my second team. He probably got first team.
He did.
Lillard might have gotten third team, if anything, but I doubt he got anything.
While we're there, your first team is pretty much consensus. Shai, Jokic, Luka, Giannis, Tatum. Your second team, you've got... This is organized terribly in this table. Second team is Brunson, Edwards, Halliburton third team, KD second team, Kawhi second team, AD second team. And then you have Booker, Sabonis, and Steph joining Tyrese on the third team. With LeBron, who became the oldest player to make All-NBA and first one to get to 20 All-NBA selections.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised they didn't meet Ride Wemby enough to get him on there.
He was on the all-defensive team.
Was he?
All-defensive first team.
Yeah.
Only
First
rookie
rookie
to
to
ever
ever
do that,
Knock that out.
which still is insane.
Dude,
how inflated blocks and steals are.
Yeah, it makes me so upset that he is actually a good defensive player. I was hoping he would
We
suck.
disagree, but
He is good, but also,
digress.
like we've said before, he's 7'6". He has to be getting blocks and steals.
Well, yeah, that's why you're drafting him. He's 7'6".
So whether you're actually good technique or not, you're still going to be putting numbers up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it makes me mad that he had a good season.
his actual defense is not good. He just is 7'6".
Yet, could get better.
I mean,
It could.
yeah.
Kid's
It
still
could. It
20 years
needs
old.
to get better.
Yeah.
It needs to get better.
And also having a better defensive team around you is going to help.
Yeah. The Spurs,
That would make it worse. I think that would
Just
put
exploit
the
him
spot-
even more.
Yeah, that would exploit
Yeah.
him. Because right now, the issues that I brought up with Balin were when you get shoved into the restricted zone, what happens? Now your entire team has to collapse. The Spurs aren't collapsing because they don't understand how defense works. So it makes him look better having nobody around him defensively. Because if your team does collapse, then you're getting wide open threes hit on you all game. So right now that's covered up. And it's not being seen as a problem. As soon as you get good defenders, that problem then gets blown up. Like, how do you regress so much in a year? And is this a sophomore slump? And it's like, no, this is what happened last
You
year.
just watch the film. Yeah.
But you just didn't see it because everyone else was so bad that they don't understand fundamental basketball.
Except our boy on TikTok.
Yeah, awful
just-
coaching.
God, never
Shout
gets
out
old.
to awful coaching.
In the East, then you have Boston taking down in that first game, which the Pacers should have won. I think we got to blame our boy Rick Carlisle yet again. They played probably their best game they're going to play all series and still couldn't get the job done.
I blame Rick Carlisle, but I blame the players. I really do. You're down 3 with 10 seconds left, and you don't foul, giving them the opportunity to only score 2 points. There's 10 seconds left. As a player, LeBron and JJ talked about this months ago. You always foul when you're up 3. Reason being is, 1, if they hit both free throws, you now have possession of the ball.
Still with a lead.
Still with a lead, and you're probably sitting around 7-8 seconds. Now, you force the Celtics to foul immediately. It's going to kill a couple seconds. You hit both. They have the ball on the opposite side of the court. Now, instead of getting a corner 3, they're chucking up a half-court shot at best. You win. It never goes to overtime.
So bigger mistake, not taking that timeout with possession up 3 or not fouling.
Not fouling. Timeout's irrelevant.
21 turnovers, a couple really bad ones late.
And yet you still
We're in a position to win
could have won the game.
and should have won. Now people are, of course, going to talk about the foul discrepancy.
Irrelevant.
I was going to ask you that. I figured you definitely believe that as well.
Pacers lost that game. In that last 10 seconds, they chose to lose that game. As a player, you should know if my coach isn't telling me to foul, what's he going to do? Take me out? We won. It doesn't matter. Take me out. Go for it. I won us the game. You're welcome.
Yeah, because at the very least, whether Carlisle's saying that in the moment or not, you run through that in practice probably every day. Situational stuff.
If not, everyone heard LeBron and JJ talk about it. There's no way you're listening to a guy in the argument for the best of all time, whose basketball IQ is
The best of all time.
the best ever, and JJ, who is up there in basketball IQ, talking about this where they say, I do this every time. Every single time. You, as Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, whoever
Siakam.
you may be, are sitting there saying, what do they know? Why would you foul up 3? That makes you an idiot. Congratulations.
Probably the best game of the playoffs for Drew Holiday, 28, 7, and 8. Tatum played well until the fourth quarter. I think he went 2 for 10, but hit the big ones and played very well in OT.
And then Jalen Brunson saves Jason Tatum's career.
Did the Pacers steal a game?
They should.
Do they steal more than a game?
I think at the most, they'll bring it to 6. There's no way they bring it to 7. But
I mean, they played horrible. The Pacers played terrible.
And what does that say about Boston? Because that was the
Exactly.
peak Celtic experience. They're both simultaneously great and terrible at times in the same game, in the same quarter.
Yeah, the Pacers
Yeah.
played horrible. And still were in a
Should've
position to
won.
win. So they should win multiple games. It shouldn't be a steal. They played terrible and almost won
In Boston.
in Boston. If you play better than terrible, you win. So just don't play terrible.
If you just don't lose your mind the final 10 seconds.
Yeah, if
You
you
win.
just don't play terrible, you win the game. If you don't make a bad decision, you win the game. Make good decisions. Play better than terrible. You can play average and win that game. You played terrible.
Now, of course, game 2 in Boston and then back to Indy, where they are still undefeated at home in the postseason.
Should continue to be.
You think you might go back to Boston 2-2?
It could. I could definitely see the Pacers stealing this game too in Boston.
Go to Indiana 1-1, come back to Boston 3-1.
Even 2-2, you're comfortable going back to Boston 2-2.
Yeah.
But if you can manage 3-1, you know.
I don't think they get to 3-1. I think at best they get 2-2 and then Boston just puts their foot on the
Eventually
gas.
stops playing down to their opponents.
Yeah.
That'll never happen.
And you can't do that against Minnesota or Dallas, I don't think.
No.
Probably get away with it with Dallas.
The bad
I'm not
shooting
gonna
night.
lie.
I don't know, dude. Dallas has been playing pretty good.
Yeah, but very inconsistent.
They are. They're
They're just
streaky.
the Boston of the West.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
The Boston of the West minus being a super team.
But I don't think Dallas has a chance to go to the finals, to be honest. I know they won game 1.
That's
But-
game 1 though.
Minnesota's not losing.
No.
All right, so let's rewind. We thought the same thing about OKC, and Dallas got by them. But I think they lose all their advantages they had in that series against Minnesota.
You guys thought that OKC was going to win that?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not.
I think we recorded when it was 2-2.
Yeah, I said
And we said
OKC was
4-2.
going to win.
My only reason why I didn't think OKC was going to win is just because of how inexperienced they are.
And that's what cost them
Yeah.
game 7.
Yeah, like that. And it has to happen. Every team, when you're young like that, you have one big loss. That's their big loss.
But I could see OKC winning the championship next year.
Oh, absolutely.
No doubt in my mind.
Yeah, no. They're
Especially
I
they-
also
they
have a
bring in
hot take.
Julius Randle.
I have a hot take. I don't think we see Denver and Jokic win a championship together again.
I mean, that seems so crazy to say that just last year, but after this run, and it's as good as the West has been set up, I don't disagree.
Yeah, they're the only team that's not going to be getting better.
I forget who I saw say this, but they said that whenever a team wins the championship, everyone's like, this is the next dynasty. And then immediately there's another team coming for it. Like
No, that
this-
hasn't happened since Golden State.
Yeah,
No.
like it's pretty crazy how quick things in the NBA.
The
shake up
closest
now.
thing to a new dynasty was Milwaukee,
Yeah, and
just because they were in the conference finals every year.
but I think next year you'll probably see Thunder.
You see Thunder versus Wolves in the conference finals.
On paper, definitely should be.
if
the seeding works
yeah.
out, yeah. But I'm trying to think out of the East. I mean, it's probably going to be your usual suspects.
Should be the same teams.
Yeah,
None of the teams in the East are getting better
no,
Not to that degree. It's
outside of the
Boston
Orlando
and New
Magic,
York.
yeah.
but they're
Eh.
not good enough to make a run.
If New York is all healthy, I think they could make a run. Like a healthy New York
Yeah,
probably
but
beats
What's for
Boston
sure,
right
same
now.
teams.
That's your usual suspect.
Yeah, yeah.
Cavs probably going to ship Garland.
I don't know why you would ship
Finally,
Garland and not
apparently-
Mitchell.
Did you ship him over Darius?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Why?
Darius Garland's one of the core pieces of that team's chemistry.
Is Donovan Mitchell not? He's like their main scorer.
Yeah, but the scoring before Donovan Mitchell was the same. Now it's just all coming from one place instead of the team.
I mean, yeah, but Donovan Mitchell's also a lot better of a player than
Depends on what you're asking him to do.
score.
Okay, so then now you have a situation like the 76ers have where all your scoring's in one player and you're still a bad team.
That's not true though, because Cleveland has a lot of players that can score.
Yeah, and
so
score,
does the 76ers.
and score better with a true point
Donovan
guard.
Mitchell has to shoot 30 shots a game.
That's not all the time though. Like he has good games where like when he's on, he's on.
Yeah, but he still has to shoot way more than everyone else.
I mean, yeah, but that's because he's getting Like, he's their number one. He's going to be the guy taking that many shots.
Sure, but I would still rather ship him than the core that they've built.
I just say you run it back.
Well, I don't think they should ship anybody, but they will.
I don't think they should. They have
Everyone's saying it's the end of those two guards playing this. Maybe you just don't play them together at all.
Maybe.
But I don't know how you work that out.
Donovan Mitchell's not a ball handler. He's not a point guard. So you get a Mike Conley who just runs up and down the court, doesn't need to handle the ball at all.
I don't think Mike Conley's going to leave.
No, I'm saying you get a Mike Conley.
Oh.
A guy who's just there.
I can't even think of anyone like available that really runs like that anymore, though. Like those older veteran
Draft
guards.
somebody and say, hey, this is what you're going to do. Get over it.
Yeah, but what Mike Conley does, like he runs the floor without having to have the ball. Like you saw how bad Ant played without Mike Conley in that game against Denver. He was bad.
Yeah, but that's just Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like Mike Conley brings a lot to the court even without touching the ball.
Suggestions.
Good ones.
Leadership, veteran presence. Great motor.
I mean, he still needs the ball to be impactful.
I mean, yeah, but like
he's a decent defender.
He's a good defender and he runs a good offense. And I mean, if you're able to get something like that,
standing in the corner isn't running an offense.
What do you mean?
If he doesn't have the ball, he's not running the offense.
Okay, but without him there, Anthony Edwards can't run an offense. Like, he played horribly without Mike Conley.
Yeah, but you're only naming one time.
If you look at the stats with Mike Conley, without Mike Conley, I guarantee the Timberwolves are a worse team.
Pull them up. This season.
Yeah.
But also, look at Mike Conley's minutes per game and look at everyone else's. I don't know what he's playing minutes per game wise, but it's got to be less than Cat, Rudy, and Anthony Edwards.
He's probably playing like 30.
Maybe.
Well, to conclude my thoughts on the OKC Dallas series, I'm not so much shocked that OKC didn't take that next step. I'm more shocked that Dallas finally did.
Yeah,
that's a better way to look at it.
30 and 28 without Mike Conley this season.
Okay.
And with Mike Conley, how many games?
But you're talking about games that he missed entirely.
Yeah. Is that not what we were looking up?
Well, you said when Mike Conley's not on the court.
That's what you know what I meant.
But again, they still have a winning record without him.
They're basically 500, though.
But they're 2 games positive.
Right, but they lost 28 games. They probably didn't lose more than... Well, I mean, what were they, the 2 seed?
3.
3?
Denver was the 2.
Yeah, so they couldn't have lost more than... There's 82 games in the season. They lost 30 without Conley.
They lost 28.
28.
Seeding, the 1 and 2 was determined by 1 game.
Okay.
So I don't know where the 3 fell into play, but... But again, that's also the entire team.
Oh, they're counting playoffs. So they lost 26 games total this season. So without Mike Conley, they'd just be losing.
I'll be honest, I kind of lost the point of this argument.
I don't even think it's really an argument.
He just said Anthony Edwards can't run an offense, basically. But going 30 and 28 is still running a pretty productive offense.
Not as well as 56 and 26 offense.
Their total record doesn't subtract the games without Mike Conley. 56 and 26 is still without Mike Conley.
Okay, so then...
Like, those games are added in there.
They still win more with Mike Conley.
They literally won less games with Mike Conley.
No, because they lost more games.
Mike Conley did not play in 56 games.
No.
Based on that record. 30 and 26, add them together, 56. Or 30 and 28, it's 58 games. Explain to me how they won more games without Mike Conley when there's not even that many games that they've played?
I'm confused as to why Mike Conley was even brought up in the first place.
I don't know either.
Because he said Anthony Edwards can't run an offense.
Yeah, he sucked cock the other night.
Whoa. Come on now.
Yeah. Just because somebody had a bad night doesn't mean that they can't run an offense.
Well, he couldn't.
Anthony Edwards has been running their offense the entire season.
He couldn't run an offense that night. He sucked without Mike Conley.
He had a bad night.
He had
Okay, Jokic can't run an offense.
I was going to say, in Game 6, you put up 70 points. Does that mean Jokic and Jamal Murray can't run an offense? You're held to 70 points. That's insane. For this team,
For the
that
Denver
we
Nuggets,
all thought was
the most efficient team of all
possibly
time.
the next dynasty.
Well, I mean, the Timberwolves are known for their defense this season.
9 fourth-quarter points.
Jokic
That's
shot 1
wild.
for 8 from 3.
Yeah.
He can't run an offense. Or did he just have a bad night?
Bad night.
Anthony Edwards shot terribly in a game. Bad night or can't run an offense?
I mean, bad night, but he
Because
also...
his whole thing was just he shot bad and Cat shot bad. That's why they lost.
He also just, didn't make good passes at all. He had, 2 assists, too.
Yeah, but how many turnovers?
I mean, Game 6, Jokic, 2 assists.
But
3
again,
turnovers.
also, look at how many shots that team missed. Again, Cat was 1 for 20. So if you're passing the ball to Karl Anthony Towns and he's wide open and he misses, you didn't make a bad pass.
It's called the Reggie Bullock effect.
This is what will happen if there's any Anthony Edwards slander in this room.
It's not even slander.
Said he can't run an offense. That's slander.
No, it's not.
That's not, he can't run an offense for one night. You're saying Mike Conley is the only person on the team that can run an offense.
No, I said it helps out.
No,
Having Mike
you
Conley.
said Anthony Edwards can't run an offense. Mike Conley can.
He can.
Correct. So can Anthony Edwards.
Not
He had
as
a
well.
bad night
Why are we talking about this, dude? It's
because
too
it's
damn hot
Anthony
in here.
Edwards slander and I'm not allowing it.
All right, dude. I'll back down. It's hot as shit in here, and I don't want to talk about Mike Conley anymore.
So apologize to
To
Anthony
who?
Edwards.
I don't want to do that.
Apologize to Anthony Edwards.
No.
Then we're going to keep talking about it.
You can keep talking about it.
Let's talk about a 45-point loss in a Game 6. How does that happen?
Jokic can't run an offense, I guess. No, their entire team, they shot 20%.
Shot 30.2%.
Yeah, from the field. That's not 3.
MPJ has totally disappeared.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray, another 4 for 18 game.
Yep.
He's honestly been least valuable player. Honestly, the entire postseason.
I was expecting him to
Outside
step
of
up,
the
too.
buzzer beater he had in the round 1, he's been objectively bad.
That was a great buzzer beater, though.
Yeah, but it make up for 15 games of 4 for 18.
Aaron Gordon stepped up.
Not as good in Game 6, but again, nobody played well in Game 6.
No. But
Everyone played horribly on the
And
Denver Nuggets.
I'm talking about that series as a whole. Aaron Gordon kind of stepped up.
And then closeout game back in Denver.
But when you have
Jokic shot 1 for 8 from 3.
Aaron Gordon running ISO, you know you're kind of cooked.
Shot 2 for 10 from 3.
2 for 10, sorry.
Yeah, 34, 19, and 7. Jamal Murray, 35 points on 27 shots. Nobody else scored more than 7,
Yeah.
including MPJ, 3 for 12.
Terrible game.
Not a great series overall.
I think that was the night I missed a parlay by 1 MPJ point.
You know, Shane, not everything's about your parlays.
It makes watching it more interesting.
It's the only time he watches it, probably.
What was your
Well,
over?
no, I just bet on it every time I watch it. So
What was your over/under on Anthony Edwards' missed shots in Game 7?
I won't let you do that in Ohio.
Because that probably would have hit.
If it did, dude, I would be so happy. If you could bet on shot attempts.
No, you wouldn't.
Why?
You would be very unhappy.
Prize Picks, dude? Prize Picks looks so easy.
That's what you watched to think.
Okay, but so does watching a commercial for DraftKings.
No, because DraftKings, I know, is not easy.
But they make it look easy.
yeah, but
That's the whole point. You don't know Prize Picks isn't easy yet.
they just need to bring it to Ohio, dude. I need
They're
to
going to
find
make
out.
it look easy. That's called advertising. You don't want to make it look hard. If if every sports book was like, hey, our average bettor is at a $100,000 deficit,
It's probably not going to bet there.
you're probably not going to bet there. They got to make it look easy. That's advertising. That's why they run all the promos.
Dude, I just want to play Prize Picks. I need to be
Get a
proven.
VPN, dude.
I need to be humbled because I feel like I would do very well in Prize Picks.
Yeah, you probably thought you would do very well on DraftKings.
I'm still positive. I only bet $3, so when I hit, it's like times 10 my money, and then I lose three more.
But that's why you're positive.
Yeah.
It's because you're only betting $3.
Yeah, I'm a smart bettor.
I will say smarter than most. I do like the way you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I lose, I can't be mad. It's like fucking $3. I'm not mad about
On
$3.
25 different things.
Yeah. And if I hit, I'm like, damn, I just turned basically no money into a little bit of money that I can go and use.
Well, takeaways from game 1. Dallas, Minnesota. 3-point win for the Mavs. On the road.
7-game series.
I think it's going to be 7.
You say no chance Dallas goes to the finals.
I don't
think so.
Again, with both teams playing defense and really not shooting great tonight, Edwards 6 for 16, Cat 6 for 20. You got to think those are both going to improve.
Can you see how many threes he made?
Will you see how many minutes Mike Conley played?
Mike Conley put up exactly 30 minutes.
Okay, so Mike Conley cannot run an offense.
They lost by
3 assists, only took 7 shots. Now, my point is going to be that I think after OKC, where Dallas had some height advantage inside, they'd lose all that against Minnesota.
Oh, big time.
But Derek Lively, 9 for 11, didn't miss a shot. Classic Lively line.
What was the rebounding team to team?
Again, should be in Minnesota's favor. Dallas won 56-47.
Wow.
But again, they did, 7-point difference in shooting percentage, so they had some more opportunities there defensively.
Yeah, Minnesota very tired. Going back and forth to Denver.
Yeah, it's got to factor in a little bit. Dallas had the extra day or two off.
Probably going to need a game or two to get warmed up. Hopefully it's not too late. But they can also have no problem stringing together wins.
Anytime Luka and Kyrie both drop 30 on not great from deep, combined 3 for 13. PJ is still playing very well this series, or this postseason, I should say.
Not well enough.
Timmy Hardaway,
Actually,
0 shots taken, thank God.
Say Timmy Hardaway 0 shots taken?
Oh, yeah.
Did he not play?
Dude,
He played.
Cat hit his threes.
Yeah, but you still didn't hit the whole bet, so
No, but
it doesn't matter.
I only spent $6 a night, and I'm walking away with 11. So I'm happy with that.
Oh, you won the money line bet?
Yeah, I accidentally
Nice.
took Dallas money line. I meant to make.
Accidentally won a parlay.
I did.
You should do that more.
I guess so, dude.
Hey, a dub's a dub.
Oh, dude.
We were on the way here and he's like, shit. I accidentally took Dallas money line, dude. I thought I took Minnesota. And he was just like, shit.
Hey, sometimes things work out in your favor.
I didn't think they had a chance. But
Stars
dude,
align, brother.
Colton's punching sand right now. That 25 to win 65, he missed by 1 Rudy Gobert rebound and 2 Anthony Edwards points.
Way she goes.
Punching sand.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before in my
That's
life.
punching air.
No. Because when you just sit there and beat it up, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, but like who says that?
I don't know. I heard it somewhere.
Because like everyone else in the entire world says punching air.
I don't know. I heard it
like
from
you're-
somewhere.
Punching air, you know?
He might be punching something, dude.
Sand, air, either one.
He's punching something.
He's probably sleeping.
No, his bedtime's about 11. So now he's grumpy and
It's
broke.
11:40,
Yeah.
so he's probably sleeping.
Yeah.
All right, final predictions here. I'm going Boston in 5, and I'm going to stick. Oh, Minnesota definitely should win. I'm going to go Wolves in 6.
I'm going to take Wolves in 7, Celtics in 6.
Pacers in 7,
I hope so.
Wolves in 5.
I really hope you're right because I cannot stand the thought of thinking about Jason Tatum in the finals.
Wolves in 5. I think the Wolves run from here on out.
I will say if the Wolves make the finals, I think
Easy
I don't see
win.
Boston or Indy being a good matchup.
Boston's
there.
the better chance.
If Boston just gets hot shooting, but
Boston's the better chance. But Rick Carlisle's been there before. At a disadvantage.
that's a fair point.
So
Let's get a Mavs Carlisle face-off in the finals.
Dirk and friends versus the Miami Heat.
Dirk and friends, the last team of these 4 remaining teams to win a title.
Yeah.
So again, another new champion, which I think is now 7 or 8 in a row.
Minnesota, no titles?
I don't think never. Knicks, like 80, 89 or
count.
something like that.
Doesn't count. Get out of the 80s, old head.
And then Pacers never either, right?
I don't think so. They got there. Never got one.
Love to see it.
Oh, I got a cousin that's a Pacers fan. That'd be good for him. My other cousin's an Oklahoma City fan, so
Who we have heard about.
not good for him.
Let's go to the NHL here, which I know Shane has followed up very closely on.
Honestly, playoff hockey, probably the best sport to watch.
Dude, the only sport that I've yet to gamble on.
I was going to say, honestly, I think playoff hockey would be a lot of fun to gamble on.
I got a promo today from Friday Beers. You get 3 free T-shirts if I play $10 on NHL.
You should.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Will you get me a Maple Leafs t-shirt?
Well, no, it's like have you seen the Friday Beers T-shirts?
No.
They're kind of corny.
Can I have one?
Yeah, I'll give you one.
Okay. 2X.
You're a 2X?
For now.
What are you trying to say? Should I be a 3?
No, I thought you were just X.
I was thinking kind of medium.
I'm 6'6", dude. I don't think anybody's 6'6" and X.
Really?
Unless you're wearing crop tops and you're about $145.
Yeah, the length is all I care about. I don't care how tight they are. Really, I like 2X tall, but that's
Tough to find.
I accidentally grabbed a work shirt that was 2X tall and it fit me like a fucking dress.
you should let me have that. I could
want-
use a Best Buy shirt.
You want a Best Buy shirt? I might be able to hook
Dude,
you up.
put a pair of khakis on, walk in the store, act like you belong there.
True. Clipboard.
Dude, it's crazy how different it is now. Like,
You change the culture.
no, people are like getting fired a lot.
Yeah, you changed the culture.
I must have.
Said, wow, we had a guy come in here and literally do whatever he wants and then just quit. We can't have that anymore.
Well, now I'm still just kind of doing whatever I want.
And you're gonna quit inevitably.
They can't.
That's
Lifelong
true.
contract.
1 day a week for the rest of your life.
No.
Minimum.
Listen, man, they're going to pay for me to fix my knee. I'll do whatever they
I mean,
want.
assume it can be fixed.
I'm
It might
not-
be too far gone.
I'm not going to walk like this forever.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe just
Knee replacement
cut
at
loose and get a
21.
bionic one.
No. Dude, if I can get like a robot leg, that'd be sick.
Leg.
Yeah.
Take the whole leg off.
Dude, if they offer me a robot leg, yeah.
Yeah, but then somebody hacks it.
What do you mean? Like if they botch it?
No. Somebody hacks it after you put it on.
To do what?
Takes control of your body.
What are they going to hack?
They have
my-
control of your leg.
They'd have control of my
You only
right
have one leg.
Dude, I'll just sit down.
Yeah, but they'll make that leg stand up.
You think you can fight the bionic leg?
Yeah,
Dude.
you're definitely going to be overpowered.
If it just stands up, I'll just sit like this.
You'll fall down.
If I'm in a chair, I won't.
But you also got to think it's going to know that it's straight down like this,
Yeah, it's counteracting
and
all
then
your
it's going to go
movements.
straight up. You're not going to beat out pistons, dude.
And it's connected to your brain, so anything you think to do,
It
it's already hacking the
knows.
reverse.
I don't
Yeah.
want, dude. Don't ruin my dreams. I want a robot.
You
leg.
shouldn't though. I'm trying to talk you out of that dream.
I know, but
Now, like an exoskeleton leg, it's a little different.
And impossible to hack into. Known fact.
A little different. But robot legs, specifically robot, that means it's got to be able to have some sort of chipping mechanism
okay,
that can be hacked, dude.
if I have an exoskeleton leg that like makes it 100 times stronger,
It's much cooler.
yeah, I'll take that.
Not
God,
instead
you
of
should
a
have said that in the first place, dude.
I'm just
it's-
thinking-
instead of a robot leg that can get hacked.
What
I'm
an
just thinking,
idiot.
dude. I'm just thinking like cyborg. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but until somebody's like, "You're my cyborg now. Congratulations."
I just simply wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, but
That's
you
simply
won't
not
have
up to you.
control. Yeah,
It would not happen.
they
Not
chip
me.
your brain so you can communicate
Dude.
with the leg.
Dude, maybe they'll give me Neuralink.
Yeah, but then you get hacked.
That guy, the one guy hasn't yet.
Yeah, one
Yeah, it's
guy.
only a matter of time before he comes across the wrong person in civilization.
Someone's gonna hit him with an RIFD scanner. He's done for.
Dude, somebody's gonna hit him with a Control-Alt-Delete.
Whoa.
Dude, you know how shitty that'd be to like finally go back to be able to.
He
do
blows up
shit?
his router, dude. Now you can't.
You
He's
think
just
he-
getting swatted wherever he goes.
You think he just has to be connected to Wi-Fi all the time?
That'd be the funniest thing. Like, you get on that fringe and your leg just starts shorting out because you're out of range for your Wi-Fi.
Like, oh, Can't take out the trash.
Somebody hotspot me real quick. I gotta get back inside.
Oh my God, no! I can't go and mow the lawn today.
Yeah.
Actually, a great excuse.
It is.
Well, right now he just has no knee. That's a good excuse too.
Yeah, not a good enough one. They still try and get me to do shit.
Well, you are part of the household.
Gotta contribute.
I mean, I just do all the stuff inside.
Nobody doesn't do.
I'm not home enough to care what that lawn
What do you
looks
do?
like. What do you mean?
You said all you do is work.
Like I go to my job from 10 to 6:30.
Okay.
Get home probably like 7.
Sure.
Watch a few
dinner.
podcasts.
No,
Make dinner, go to bed.
pretty much.
What do you need that much sleep for?
I don't think you understand what it was like for me to only have to work 2 days a week.
Or the physical toll it takes to work at Best Buy for 8 hours.
No, dude. But like, it's weird. I'm still adjusting to it. Like, going to work for a day and then feeling unemployed for 6 was nice.
Yeah, but how long did you even do that for?
Like a couple months.
6 months.
Was it 6 months?
I don't know if that's quite long enough where you got used to just that, to where
Oh.
you can't go back
It's easy to get used to, buddy.
to a regular 9 to 5.
It's easy to get used
I
to.
feel like everything's easy to get used to.
Not this. It's easy to get into the groove of having 5 days off. It's hard to get out of the groove of having 5 days off.
I don't know. You're only a weekend though. Give it a month,
We'll
you'll
give it
be
time.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be,
If
probably begging
that.
for more work.
I don't like that you're not working Monday through Friday though. That's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Having a random Wednesday off,
Sucks.
that sucks.
Yeah, the old middle of the week day off
Yeah.
kind of ruins your whole groove.
I liked when I could just say I don't want to work that date and then not work that date.
Well, if you hadn't changed the culture, maybe you could still have that.
Or if you hadn't slid down a hill.
If I hadn't slid down
Allegedly.
a hill, heavy on that.
Allegedly. I think it was pushed.
I promise I wasn't.
I would
Sure.
run with that. I'd claim saboteur.
I mean, you don't have to defend the guy on here.
You have to drop names.
You don't know. We're not
Dude.
asking for a name.
Listen. If I came for his insurance company for all of the injuries I've gotten with him, done for.
All right, perfect. What's the company?
I don't know what company he used. I think he had to switch.
Who is he?
I don't know.
What's his name rhyme with?
Yeah, what's his name rhyme with? Schmakeup Schmeiman?
I can't say it.
Look,
But-
as a journalist,
Dude.
we don't want to push you to say anything you don't want to say, but I think we owe the audience
name.
chasing the truth.
No,
Yeah.
dude.
You know?
Actually, I don't think you know about this. The week that I got cut off,
Breaking news here, live on the
Listen,
show.
I literally told him, like, I have to stop hanging out with you. Every time I hang out with you, I get fucking hurt.
I mean, it seems like a weird pattern there.
The week that I got cut off my insurance, he fucking totals his car while I'm in it and messes my back up.
I know what his name rhymes with.
Oh, yeah, you do. And then a week later, I blow my knee out with him.
He also lives with him.
I do.
So you can't avoid hanging out now.
You're in a rough spot.
Yeah.
Might wake up in the morning with your finger broken,
Maybe.
black eye.
Or a finger somewhere you don't want a finger.
Just standing at my bedside.
Just the finger.
I'll be honest, I'm a little worried about you, buddy.
I'm all right. I think I'm good
No, for now.
for now.
You still have one
That's
good
the other
knee.
reason why I don't think I can live with my friends. I'm too immature.
Oh, dude, it's so easy to fuck with them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, you're sleeping? I'm just going to go fart in your face and then go back to bed.
Of course.
Well, you can't do anything to him because it's not just him sleeping in there. But-
Even better.
No, I can't do that. But what I can do is when he's sitting there, like, really trying to play, like,
Turn off his computer.
no.
I would be literally the worst roommate because I'm just thinking that I'm just pranking
I
everything.
No, we
figured-
would fight the
No,
first
dude.
night.
Listen, I figured out that on our router, I can redirect all the bandwidth to my console.
Oh, nice.
So I think I'm just going to start lag switching him.
I mean, for all the injuries, that's pretty good payback.
He's in a tournament.
Oh, dude, he's going, like, he plays for money now.
I know.
You know how mad he'd get? He invited me to Cedar Point, and if he finds out that I'm just going to lag switch him from his own house, dude.
But there's no way to know.
No, none at all.
That's why it's a perfect crime.
Oh, yeah. I just needed, like, find
Oh, wait till he's hosting.
Ooh.
You
And-
lag switch the lobby.
No, dude, we'll host a lot. We have gigabyte internet.
Yeah, you host the lobby. Now you're lag switching the whole lobby.
Well,
Tournament voided.
Last night, I'm pretty sure he was doing it to me while I was playing 2K. Because, like,
Yeah, but you're just on a console, dude.
yeah.
It's irrelevant.
Well, I mean, he has to play COD on a console for like LAN tournaments.
Yeah. Low-end tournaments.
No, you have to now because of all the PC hackers. People will just throw on like soft cheats. Like it's not on PC anymore. It's all on console.
Well,
You just turn
COD
on.
League's still on console. Or on PC.
Is it? I thought it was all switched over to console. Oh.
Honestly, I didn't know guys still played COD League in 2024.
Oh, they do.
It's even more.
It's huge.
Bigger
Yeah.
than ever.
Yeah.
It costs like $35 million to get a team into the COD League.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Not like actual D1 schools give out like fat
Oh, yeah.
scholarships now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he got offered to go to Syracuse.
Esports is booming. And he
Yeah.
turned it down?
Yeah.
Why?
The cost of living in New York.
And it's, yeah, Syracuse.
So, you got a scholarship.
Yeah, but it's not the full thing. It's like I think he said it was like
And
60% off tuition.
would that really matter what the cost of living is?
Yeah, in New York, yes. When it's like $1,000 for this is your apartment, like just this room.
Yeah, but
Well, not in Syracuse.
no.
Is it not? I thought
That's
that
like
was
New York
Yeah, we're
City.
talking, Manhattan.
Oh, still expensive to move.
Yeah, but it wouldn't.
Might even out.
Maybe not for him.
Either way, I've only ever lived with my family and by myself. I don't think I could have bro roommates.
I couldn't.
It's so much
I'm
fun.
way too immature.
It's so much fun.
I would never sleep. I couldn't. I
Well-
couldn't bring myself to sleep unless my
Always
door
got
had
to
a
be on
lock.
guard. Yeah.
my door would be locked.
Doors locked.
For sure.
Doors locked. Because the amount of times that we'll just walk into each other's room. What are you doing?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Doors locked. 100%. Honestly, respect to you guys. I'm not a fan of gaming in a group like that.
I am, dude. It's so
Not
fun.
a fan.
Like
I couldn't do it.
you do something good, you just turn around, and fist bump them. Like it's pretty sweet.
Nah, I couldn't do that.
Or like when you come back, just freaking out, just collectively as a house. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but like that works if you guys are all playing the same game.
But usually, like all of us have good enough mics.
Every session can't be everyone playing the same game.
No.
So like when I'm doing my own thing, and like if one of the other guys got excited and started yelling, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to my room. I think
See, that doesn't bother me.
I'm just a solo
You're a lone wolf.
lone wolf. Yeah, I can hang out in the Discord, but I've been playing the Xbox 360 lately. So
See, especially if I'm playing a single player game, I don't give a shit what they're doing.
oh no, that'd make me even more mad.
Really?
Yeah,
You get
no,
that
I'm
invested?
I'm fully immersed. That's why I play single player games.
I've never been that immersed to where if someone like got happy behind me, I would care.
Then you're not playing single player games, right?
I
Yeah,
guess
I don't want to
not.
hear anything else besides the game.
Like
Exactly.
I'm doing Fallout 4 right now.
Then don't. You're wasting your time.
Why?
Because that is a game where you need to be fully immersed to get the full experience, and you half ignoring the game, half talking to people in the room.
No, I don't talk to them. I just play.
You're wasting your time.
Dude, it's so good.
But you don't even know that.
I do.
You know, like a halfway version of that.
No, I know that I've played it a lot
Right.
and it's good.
But you've never fully immersed yourself. So
Right.
you don't know how good an RPG is. Specifically RPGs, you have to fully immerse yourself. The whole point of an RPG is you are that character.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying that the shit going on behind me doesn't bother me. Like I still I'm in. I don't
Yeah, but
care.
you said you don't immerse yourself that much.
I guess not because I don't care what's going on behind me. I'm playing the game.
It's disruptive. I play single player games in my garage with not even a headset on.
Is Rex allowed in?
No.
Really?
That ruins the entire experience.
Does my character have a dog?
In Fallout, yeah.
I get rid of the dog pretty quick.
You don't use dog meat? Who do you use?
Usually Valentine.
Nick's cool. I like him.
Or when I side with the synths, I just take one of those guys.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
You sided with the synths?
I've sided with everyone. I've had Fallout since it released.
Yeah, but
Welcome to the world of trying every ending.
I don't.
Also, what you do in an RPG game.
So, right now is my first playthrough,
Mhm.
and I'm with the Brotherhood right now.
Overrated.
I think I'm gonna turn on. I got my power armor that I wanted.
Eh,
T65 is all right.
it's okay.
It's good enough for
Eh.
me. It's good enough for
I mean,
me.
there's a lot better.
Yeah, But since
If you immerse yourself, you might know that.
since they did the DLC, I got the Enclave armor.
Mm,
Dude, that's sick. The Enclave armor's cool.
it's all right.
It's not good like for
I'm
stats.
not a fan aesthetically either.
You don't like the looks of it? I do. But I also tried to start Fallout New Vegas on.
You got to mod the hell out of that game.
It's rough.
You got to mod it so much. I recommend Fallout 3,
Haven't played that yet.
and if you can handle it, Fallout 1 and 2.
Those are all.
First one came out in what, like 94?
Those are all
97.
top down, aren't they?
Yeah,
Those
they're like third person.
I might be going a little bit too far back.
I don't
For
think
me,
I-
at least.
I don't
As
think I
far
can do
as
turn-based.
RPG aspects, best games I've ever played.
1 and 2, I can't do turn based though. That's the
Not
whole
that
reason
bad.
I didn't play Yakuza because it's turn based.
Yeah, but those games are also just not good.
Yeah, I just can't do turn based.
Now, if you would have said like Baldur's Gate,
I never tried that. I wanted to play it though. It looked
well, it's
looked
turn
cool.
based.
I know, but that looked cool.
But it's turn based. You said you can't do turn based.
God, I missed
No.
every single little thing Shane would say Cam just has to nitpick into.
I mean, that's what he said.
Yeah, but
I can't play Yakuza because it's turn based, but I would love to try Baldur's Gate. That makes no sense.
If I don't have to pay for it, you bought it
Well, yeah, but why would you try a game you know you're not going to like?
to see if I'll like it. It's a new game.
I reckon.
Like, I don't want to
It's
play.
also like 200 gigabytes.
It's that big.
Gigantic.
I don't have the storage for that.
Nobody does.
No.
not yet.
Austin still needs to get a PS5 so we can run an online dynasty
You
in
do.
college football.
Month and a half to go here, give or take.
I haven't decided if I'm going to do that bundle that they're doing with.
I'm not going to
Madden.
bundle Madden.
Well,
I couldn't care no less.
if one of us buys it, the other one doesn't have to bundle it.
I'm going to probably pre-order college football just so I can get it 3 days early, but
If you get it 3 days early, do I get it 3 days early?
I don't think so.
Really?
You just get the game. You don't get any of the add-ons.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it kind
Agreed.
of
Don't be getting too greedy here, Shane.
it screws up our little operation.
Maybe for a day.
An
3
operation that I haven't had a PlayStation controller in 7 months, so
Really?
that operation really hasn't been happening.
No. But
But
I was gonna re-download Diablo off your account.
why?
I don't know. I wanted to go back to it, get something new to play. I'm
Yeah, but
getting
now
bored.
it's reset. It's one of those games that you just have to be playing constantly.
I don't know. I need something that's not 2K or Call of Duty right now to play.
Go old school, dude.
I went Fallout, and I need a break from it because I played a lot.
There's all kinds of games in that PlayStation Plus library,
Yeah.
especially games you've never played.
And then I re-downloaded The Division because the first one was good. The first one was good. The first Division was good. You disagree?
There's Shane, bad take.
No, it's
It's like the Division, or Destiny, not in space.
yeah.
There's
I mean, it's fine to run through solo. It's not bad.
story's not that good.
It's all right.
Gameplay is really not that fun. I don't know. Not for me. I guess there's really no really storytelling aspects.
No, it's really just running through, gunning, and getting gear.
Yeah.
There's some story,
Ah,
but I don't know. I need to find something new.
play Dark Souls, dude. Play through Elden Ring again.
Yeah.
Seems like torture.
Elden Ring's easy.
Dude, Colton was killing me. He just bought Elden Ring, and the very first, like when you're running up
Dude,
to
Elden Ring is so easy compared to Dark Souls.
when you're running up to what's his face, Margit, that giant that jumps down.
Yeah,
He was stuck on the giant for 2 hours.
sure. Well, I think you were too.
No, no, because you told me to go and level up in that little army camp before.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So
I gave you the cheat.
The giant was a breeze, but I told him, I was like, you don't have to fight that thing. It's not a boss.
You run past.
Yeah, and he was like, no, it's a boss fight. I'm like, no, that's just a mob. You don't have to fight him at all, man. But I just heard him raging in the other room at it, and I came back thinking he was fighting Margit, and I just see the fucking giant jump down on him, and I'm like, come on.
It's another reason why I couldn't live with my bros.
Just going to say that. I don't want to hear my dude raging in the other room.
Nah.
I don't care, though. Like, I don't care.
When I'm at home,
I need inner peace.
it's supposed to be peaceful. I don't like having things that disrupt that peace.
It's more peaceful than what I had before.
You make a strong point.
Sure.
Baby steps.
You gotta start somewhere. But one day, when you're out on your own or with Michaela or whatever happens, you'll realize, wow, those guys really had a point. This is great.
Yeah, once you live alone, or I'll throw in, like, with your old lady with that, I can't imagine going back to anything other than this.
To me, it's a lot of fun. Like, I don't like to be by myself, so.
See, when I'm here, that's why
Gotta
I'm
learn
here,
how to like to be by yourself,
myself.
dude.
Like, I'm fine with it, but, like, given the choice to be by myself or hang out with my friends, I'm going to hang out with my friends.
I beg to differ, but
What am I
I
doing
digress.
right now? What am I doing right now?
it only took 4 months.
Hey, the man's crippled, okay? Give him some time. Well, there's some sports here to still go over. I'll bring it to NHL talk.
Which is still
Incredible to watch.
the most fun to watch.
Put some
Finish
money on.
the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah.
Honestly, watch it instead of basketball.
I'm not going to watch it instead of basketball.
Do you have YouTube TV?
I have your YouTube TV.
Multi-view, baby.
Multi-view. Just have NHL on so you can hear what they're saying. That's what I do.
Is the commentating that much better?
Well, you can't really see the puck as much.
Yeah, you don't
can't
know
really
what's.
follow.
It's harder to follow. So if you're listening, you need the audio to follow it better.
Yeah, who has it?
And you
line
don't need
changes.
to. You don't need to listen to NBA to know what's going on if you
Yeah.
know how the rules work.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Rangers come back from a 2-goal deficit in Game 6 to close out Carolina. Chris Kreider, natural hat trick in the third period. Super rare, especially in a playoff game.
Especially in one period.
You know what a natural hat trick is?
No.
You score all 3 goals straight. Other team didn't score. Your teammates didn't score. You scored a true 3 in a row.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty big time. And then the Panthers closed out Boston in Game 6, forcing with a goal with a minute 33 left. They played Game 1 tonight. Florida wins 3-0. Another shutout from Sergei, my boy, Bobrovsky.
Big Bub.
I was going to say, I think the key there is just straight up your goalkeepers. Shesterkin's probably the best in the playoffs, but got burned at least 3 times tonight. I'm not sure if anyone on power play or not. I wasn't watching because of, doing a show here.
Podcasting.
No power play goals. There's 3 5-on-5 against Shesterkin. And Sergei pitching a shutout in Game 1. In New York, by the way.
Beast.
Then in the West, the Stars win Game 6 in double overtime. Go to their second straight Western Conference Finals. Oilers kind of worried me. Lose Game 5 in a bad showing. Got outshot, outhit, went 0 for 5 on power play. Which is very unlike us.
Yeah, you guys are power play monsters.
Come back in Game 6, down 3-2, win 5-1. Game 7 back in Vancouver. Go at 3-0 early. Give up 2 goals in the third period. And again, especially in the situation, Saint, Game 7, 1-goal game, third period. I mean, it's as tense as
Well,
can
you
be.
like soccer. You kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Just
so-
every moment could completely change the entire game.
Yeah. It'd be like 89th minute. I don't know how that works.
Or extra time or
Extra
whatever.
time.
You're down
Yeah.
1 in extra time.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got to pull your goalie. That's empty net. You got the advantage. This is where the betting could get crazy. Because if I have a team, let's say 5.5, I have the over under, and we're sitting at 5,
And there's an
and
empty
then
goal.
you pull your goalie.
Because that's what they do. They'll put the goalie on the bench and put another skater out there. And then there's nobody to defend.
So you got
You
the
just
under
gotta-
on 5.5 and a last second empty netter.
Are there any hockey games on still?
Not
they-
currently.
they run
There's
the
just a one
slate?
game.
No,
play.
that'll
I
be
think
tomorrow.
Okay.
yeah, Edmonton and Dallas should play tomorrow night. Probably like 10 o'clock start.
And they play a 7-game series like the NBA does.
Yeah.
I'll probably just place a bet on that then. I just need to throw 10.
Yeah, game 1 in Dallas tomorrow at 8:30. And most games are all like over under 5.5.
Yeah. And they're not very long.
I mean, 20-minute periods, really no stoppages.
I used to watch a few, like not like die hard, but I'd watch some hockey with one of my partners at the fire department. It was
Also,
all right.
NHL has to be the funnest game ever if you're good at it.
I never played because I was never good at it.
Dude, it's so hard, but I see people playing like online, and I'm like, that has to be the most fun game if you're good at it.
Yeah.
It just looks so fun.
But it takes a lot of work to put in to get good.
I thought about getting like one of the old ones,
Just give it a shot.
seeing if like maybe with the simpler mechanics I could figure it out.
Just play the CPU even.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So for us in Dallas, we are 1-5 against them all time in the playoffs. Tough matchup. I think again the key is our power play. If we stay hot, and our penalty kill as well. If we're scoring 60% and stopping over that, I feel like I'm pretty confident. And got to say, my boys give me the Oilers in 7
Give me the Leafs in 5.
next year. Now we got to cover some golf for the first time in quite a while.
The PGA Championship was wild,
Not just because of what happened.
but because Scottie Scheffler got arrested on his way there.
Round 2,
Yeah.
out of the blue. And you kind of disagree with me and Shane on this one.
It's bummy to get arrested no matter how you swing it.
So the full story here, at least from what I had read and has been confirmed, is they were there 3 hours early, as most players are. All in PGA marked cars. There was I don't know if there was a crash or a pedestrian got hit, but somebody was killed by a shuttle. So they had some cops there, some more presence, some things blocked off. But 3 cars, again, PGA marked cars, went through there before Scottie did. An officer told Scottie, boom, yep, you're good to go. And a different cop apparently changed his mind, quote, attached himself to the car and was drug along for a couple feet. And then Scottie immediately pulled out of the car, cuffed, and then actually booked.
It's bummy to get arrested, dude.
Hey, but he still made it back and eagled the first hole and finished like 5 under.
Again, that's fine. That's not. He shot great. But
To
it's
be
still,
that stone cold was pretty impressive.
still
It's-
bummy to get
dude.
arrested.
He got arrested for nothing, dude.
Hey, you know what? OJ got arrested. What did he ever do?
Still bummy.
It depends who, I think he was set up.
It's bummy to get arrested.
I think it's pretty cool. Again, to come back and shoot that well after that.
It's never cool to get arrested. Don't tell kids that.
Free Scotty.
Free Scottie.
He is free.
Well, he's not in jail.
Yeah.
I think his arraignment is, I want to say June 3rd.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, it shouldn't. I think this was just a setup,
By a cop that wants a little.
little payday.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't know with Scottie Scheffler, he's still clearly in a PGA marked car, following a caravan of cars that are all going through, doing the same thing as them. But you want to think, if you're working the event, you know who Scottie Scheffler is.
That's what I was about to say. Like, it's not like he's some no-name golfer,
Well,
dude.
I mean, if they were cops that arrived because of an accident, they probably weren't working the event.
That's possible too. I'm not sure if it was event cops already there or they came because of what had happened before that. In which case, I guess I'll give you a little bit more of a pass. That would make sense. Maybe you weren't even noticing this was a PGA marked car.
Yeah, you just saw a car driving by you while somebody's dead.
Maybe in the area. Again, still not really sure on that aspect. But somebody was, unfortunately, killed, which I think kind of led to this whole thing culminating.
Probably. Like I said, they probably weren't event officers. And the event officer probably said, go ahead. And the non-event officer was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
But round 1, Xander Schauffele, course record 62, which he needed because only won the entire thing by 1 stroke. And then same tourney, round 3, Shane Lowry, I think the club professional there, shot a course record 62 to tie Xander. DeChambeau made a push late. Rory was looking very good day 3 and then kind of collapsed.
Divorced, right? Recently? Is that Rory?
Gone through a divorce. There was one pretty funny pic of him like looking off into the distance across the water.
Yeah.
Like a newly divorced guy who didn't shoot that well the final round.
Dude, I was so excited at the beginning of this because I was looking through like the different odds, and John Daly to crack top 20 was like plus 100,000.
Correct.
So
Which is there for a reason.
I threw 5 on him.
if there's one guy you want to bet on just for fun,
It's John Daly.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, just take a $5 bill and flush it down the toilet, though.
Dude, but if he would have made it, then it's not flushing it down.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to make it ever.
You don't know that.
He's
It's John
never
Daly.
going to make it, dude.
Dude, he's one of the GOATs. John
Yeah, but
John
he's
Daly.
Not, though.
He's actually not that good at golf.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Compared to you and
me,
I.
Yeah, sure.
But
To-
in
to
the
a
pro
professional.
scene, he's not
He
good.
beat Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tiger shot, I think, plus 12 round 2.
Yeah,
no,
but
I'm talking
again,
about in his prime. John Daly beat Tiger Woods.
Yeah, one time.
but
And even now, John Daly's probably still better than Tiger Woods.
well, he
No,
was never better than Tiger Woods.
still isn't.
At one point, if he beat
No,
Tiger
he was
Woods.
never. Don't.
You can beat somebody and not be better than they are.
That's a 100% fact.
You were better for that day, maybe.
Tiger Woods is literally the best golfer of all time.
I said at one point, John Daly is better than Tiger Woods.
No, he was never better than Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods had a bad day.
If John Daly wasn't blackout drunk on the course 24/7,
He wouldn't be as good.
you don't think so?
No.
I feel like he'd be better.
No.
He just
Anybody
didn't
else,
care.
sure. John Daly? No.
Tiger Woods and Anthony Edwards will not be slandered on this show. Apologize.
No,
That's 2 strikes, pal.
I'm not apologizing.
You can't mean what you said. Well, he beat him once, so he's better.
I'm not apologizing.
That just doesn't make sense. Like, can you at least acknowledge that it makes no sense? This guy.
Holding his ground. But so many dudes shot very far under par. Guys are hitting greens a lot. The greens are playing well. I mean, Xander won with 21 under. Your 10th
Which is
place is
nuts.
still, I mean, you've got guys coming in outside the top 25, still shooting 10 under.
Yeah, unreal.
The cut line, I think, was like -2. That's the cut line. That's absurd. So a lot of guys played well, but Xander gets the win there again. Do you want to guess the grand winnings for first place?
This was the PGA
Championship.
Championship. I don't know, like, what the average golf payout is. 24 million?
So the full purse was 18.5.
I'm
Okay.
going to guess 10.
9.5.
Xander took $3.3 million.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, it's not as much as you think. Because, I mean, they pay out to...
It's like 70%.
yeah, they pay out to... I think as long as you make the cut, you get
I guess that's true. You
Yeah.
get something.
$22K just to make it to day 3. But anybody inside the top... I guess only your top 3 get $1 million over. Or
Well, that's
plus
good
$1
at
million,
least.
So.
At least you're 2 mil over.
I mean, yeah, 3.3, DeChambeau 2 mil, and then Hovland 1.3. So that's a pretty good spread. You've got 65 other guys to pay.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Tyson Fury bout?
I did not, but I know that bum lost.
So it was a split decision, apparently.
Which is odd.
Yeah, for your
Especially boxing.
big time reigning champ, which I think I'm sure. With the way
Now,
boxing
I will
is,
say,
Jokic was
Usyk,
too.
undefeated.
Yeah,
They're stripping
So-
him of his title.
Who?
Usyk,
Yeah.
like the one he just won.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just saw it while I was scrolling through Twitter.
Did you just get got on Twitter?
He
No.
might have just got.
No. It was.
I guess he had to have pissed hot, right?
Who knows?
Unless he gets stripped the day after or a few days after. In the meantime, no UFC event this week, but next show we'll preview 302, which I cannot wait for.
Yeah. Why Usyk's being stripped of world title just days after win with Tyson Fury.
Let's investigate.
What's the source?
This is
ShaneBrook.com.
Sport Bible.
I don't know if I believe this or not.
I mean, I haven't gotten any notifications, no
I
breaking
haven't seen anybody
news.
mention it across any social media.
And I got the breaking news when Fury lost, so
So according to this, it's because what?
it's not trending.
Yeah, we definitely would have heard about this pre-show if it was legit. Shane, if you're going to bring in information, make sure it's verified.
I saw it on Twitter, dude. and I didn't read it.
So definitely should mention it live on air in that case.
It had a check mark next to it, so I thought it was real.
You got.
They can all get fake check marks now, dude.
Listen, bro, I don't use Twitter that often.
Just pay for a check mark, by the way.
It's like $6 a month. Just honestly, my gambling fee.
You only spend $6 $6
That was
a
a
month.
joke about you because you bet a pair of $3 bets today.
Oh, yeah.
But actually, I haven't bet, period, in probably like 4 or 5 months. Besides my baseball awards bets. But game to game, no, nothing.
I bet on not every game, but like probably every other playoff game.
With a cool 20-leg parlay.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up shop, a couple quick cool baseball stats. Our boy, Ellie De La Cruz, the youngest player ever with 4+ hits and 4+ steals in the same game. In the modern era, at least, since like 1901. Paul Skeens, incredible second start. 6 no-hit innings, 11 Ks, including the first 7 guys he faced. Only base runner was kind of a bullshit walk call. But as a rookie, your zone's going to be a little bit tighter, especially in your second start ever. The Orioles have finally been swept for the first time since this time of the year in 2022. Breaking I think 104 series streak. And then last but not least, Ketel Marte is riding a 19-game hitting streak, longest so far this year. But in that streak, he's batting just .266, and his average overall has dropped from 309 to 291. Only 2 multi-hit games in that streak. So keeping up the streak, but overall, the way it's working out, really not hitting that well. Red Legs, don't want to really mention them a whole lot. In last place in the division. After a really rough month altogether. And still a few more tough series to go.
Yeah, and it's not looking
your
any
Jays,
better.
Manoah finally pitched very well the
saw
other day.
that.
Like 7
That was
shutout, maybe
exciting.
7 with 1 run.
I do have some information. Usyk will be vacating the IBF title, not both of them, because the number 1 contender said he will not be waiting for the contracted rematch clause. So then he'll just have to go and fight for that one again. He didn't do anything wrong.
That's what investigative reporting does.
Yeah, and that's why boxing is dumb.
Yeah, I still don't understand the different organizations and titles to hold and whatever.
So now you're an asterisk IBF heavyweight champion because you didn't want to wait to fight the undisputed guy.
Yeah.
To me, that's like an interim belt then.
Again, assuming these organizations are the same level of, prestige, yeah.
Yeah, but it's said that the dude fighting it isn't going to fight Usyk, and then Anthony Joshua, after the fight June 1st, will be the number 1 contender for that belt.
However that works.
And then eventually, after Fury and Usyk fight in October, Fury will have to fight again for that belt.
We just do bum of the week, just boxing organization in general.
Yeah, boxing is so weird.
Speaking of bums, let's go ahead and knock that out. Our 4 throughout the week, as usual.
You got the Indiana Pacers, Scottie Scheffler, for getting arrested.
I say bums the whole situation, not Scotty particularly, but what do I know?
But he got arrested. That's bummy.
I think arresting the number 1 guy ranked in the world is pretty bummy.
Well, I don't look at that. That's irrelevant to me. So
Trying to get him to pay for your $80 pants is pretty bummy, too.
that's like saying John Morant shouldn't have gotten in trouble because he was the face of the NBA.
No.
I mean, the face is kind of pushing it.
Scotty didn't pull a gun on anyone.
Allegedly. Haven't seen body cams.
That's true.
Because they were turned off. Shady.
One of them was just
Yeah.
in a strip club having a gun with him. Didn't pull it out on anybody.
No, but then the other one was that teenager.
Allegedly. Still hasn't been confirmed. But then we had the Minnesota Twins, specifically for their game against the Guardians,
Yeah,
where
Willie
they
Castro.
were almost shut out. I think they ended up having, it was like 2-10.
Yeah.
And then the New York Football Giants 100-year anniversary uniforms, those god-awful. They've got shorts on. I mean,
Brown shorts.
they're like a tan.
Beige.
Honestly, reminded me of like Niners pants.
A little less gold, but yeah,
A little
similar.
less gold, not as shiny, but similar color. But like still just a crappy
Hot
uniform.
take. I love them because they're so bad. It's like the Pittsburgh, the B stripes,
The Bumblebees
or the
are
Packers with the dark blue and the brown pants.
They're terrible though.
But I'd much rather have these than another like color rush where all the same color again. I like the weird off the wall stuff like this.
Yeah, but it's still bad.
They're terrible.
Yes,
Dude,
that-
but I
as
love
long
them.
as we're acknowledging that they are terrible.
Can I throw on another bomb? I
Well,
just thought
that's
about
Figured
four.
me.
Yeah, we'll make it 5. Antonio Brown for going bankrupt.
For like what, the 5th time?
No, like he only has $50,000 to his name now
Allegedly.
How's that bankrupt?
because he has like 50
Probably way more in
million in
debt.
debt.
But again, I don't know if I believe anything Antonio Brown says.
Yeah, I'm sure CTESPN is making more than that.
Catching on big time.
I don't know. They can't really get
That
that
might have
much
been who got
advertising.
Shane.
There's no way they make that much because they can't make
Yeah, but they're
it-
having every professional athlete doing his podcast with him.
Yeah. They also have to pay those athletes though.
Not necessarily. If I'm Tyreek Hill and Antonio Brown texts me, he's like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" Yeah, sure.
That's going to come on.
That's true.
Now, if we wanted Tyreek Hill on, yeah, we'd have to pay him.
I think for the exposure, he's probably paying us.
But when it's somebody who's in your sport, one of the legends of the sport, whether you like it or not, yeah, you're probably going to go talk to him. Why not? Especially in the off season. Prevents you from having one more kid. So
10 and counting.
confirmed.
First one with his wife.
Correct.
He did. He confirmed that he had 10 kids last year,
Yeah.
or 6 last year.
So he's had
Well, it confirmed at least 10 kids.
Yeah.
but also confirmed first one with his wife.
There's nothing wrong with that.
They just met, dude.
No, they didn't.
Want to rush things along.
No, they
Come
didn't
on.
just meet.
Come on.
They didn't just meet.
This dude's slandering Tyreek now, too.
Dude, you don't know what you don't know if they have an open relationship or
Yeah,
not.
you're really speaking out of turn, honestly.
You don't know anything about that man.
Who are you to judge the relationship between a man and his wife?
Exactly. Are you married?
No.
I didn't think so. Even 4 dudes.
I live,
Or,
with,
I don't know the number, but dudes.
I live with 2 dudes.
For now.
Yeah.
2 dudes and 1 dude's girlfriend.
It's got to be rough for her.
Not really. She's kind of hangs out.
Can't be rough for her then. Real quick, I did forget to write it down. But on the Scottie Scheffler, John Morant thing, as far as getting set up, apparently LaMelo Ball like ran over a kid's foot in like January, and now his mother's suing him.
Whatever.
Absolute cash grab there too, right?
Whatever.
Come on
Show me
now.
the footage.
Come on now.
Show me the footage.
And to wait till like 6 months down the road.
Yeah, his foot's fine.
Shane, why don't you just go on X right now and say, maybe Scotty hit you in the knee with a driver?
Honestly,
Just for a settlement? Eh.
I don't want to go after Scotty though. I like Scotty.
All right.
I mean, you don't know Scotty.
He's a cool guy.
Seems that way. A lot of guys seem cool in public.
Tiger Woods seemed cool too.
Still pretty cool.
Tiger
is.
Woods is like the coolest.
Just saying.
BTP.
Karl Malone seemed cool.
I'll say Karl Malone hit me with a golf club. He's probably still got money.
Anybody except AB.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got
pretty
nothing
much.
for you.
And Derek Fisher. I think he was the one who,
Fisher's bankrupt too.
I believe he was struggling pretty bad, and then all of his championship rings got stolen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Delonte West. I'm not going to come barking up that tree.
Okay. That's a little different category.
That's a drug addict.
Who also wasn't making, AB was at one point the highest paid wideout in the league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Derek Fisher, 20-year career.
But like Delonte West was making like $100K a year.
Yeah. And also, the whole drug addict
And
thing.
played for like 4 years,
he was on like 2 different teams. He played for a little bit.
6 years.
6 years, $100,000. That's good money.
Not when you're a drug addict.
And not enough to be sued over by some bum kid with a bum knee.
You can't call me the bum in that situation.
If it happened. I don't know. If it happened the way you said it happened, you're kind of a bum.
That is true.
that Delonte West hit me with a golf club?
No,
that
the
you
original
slid
way.
down a hill.
No, that's not what happened. Delonte West hit my knee with a
Pushed
golf
you down
club.
the hill. Ran you
No.
over with the golf cart.
He hit me in the knee with it. Delonte West did.
Now, intentionally?
Oh, yeah.
Or would you say he was
Accidental.
possibly under the influence? Because it sounds
Accidental.
like you're kind of throwing a guy under the bus here.
No, he seemed sober to me. He was doing very well.
Well, in your medical opinion, I trust it.
Stay away from hills, Shane.
Oh, I have.
And stairs. We can carry you down if need be.
Any kind of sloped
environment.
Yeah.
I'd recommend
Maybe-
staying away
Maybe
from.
the ramp, like a handicap ramp. If that's the only option.
Might add one to the house.
But if you can get a chairlift, I would recommend it.
I would, yeah.
For my one-story house.
No, you have an attic.
I'm not going out there. What do I need
Why
to go
not?
out there for?
Storage.
No, it's like, you can't use it for storage. It's
Why?
not.
Just go hang out.
It's not anywhere near finished.
Just go up there and chill.
What do you mean finished?
Like there's not anything to put it down. It's just like the trusses and stuff. There's no like.
You can hang stuff. Come on, dude, I'm trying to make you utilize your space here, you know?
He's kind of spitting out great ideas.
We've all had our turn at that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think before the show specifically.
And with that,
We'll workshop those.
you know what we always say. S&S.
To the moon!